Hi everyone, so today I'm here with my review of Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. So I've been looking forward to this book ever since last March when I binge read the first two books. I was slightly apprehensive going into this book though because I have finished a few series in the past couple of months and some of the endings have been really disappointing, but I had no reason to worry for this one because Into the Still Blue was, in my opinion, the best book of this whole trilogy. So there's not going to be spoilers for the last book in this review, but there may be some spoilers that relate to books 1 and 2, so just to let you guys know. The world that Veronica Rossi has created for her series is a very intriguing world. The world is dominated by an aether which causes massive storms that completely wipe out the land on this planet. So Perry has had to move his tribe underground, but he knows it isn't a permanent solution. He knows he has to find a way to get to the Still Blue. After the ending of Through the Evernight, I was just desperate to get my hands on a copy of this book and find out how everything was going to work out. There were a lot more twists and turns in the story that I never expected, which I loved, so I was constantly on my toes while reading this book and not knowing what was going to happen next. Arya and Perry have grown so much during this series, not just as individuals but as a team as well. They're both strong in different ways, stubborn, determined, and I just loved seeing them working together in this book. Their relationship is definitely one of my favourites. It wasn't a main focus of this book because they had a hell of a lot more going on to be worried about than sneaking off and stealing kisses every single moment that they possibly could. So I really enjoyed that Veronica Rossi did that and didn't have their relationship be the main focus of it and completely take away from what their goal was. So I loved that, but I also really loved the moments that they did spend together. My heart ached for Vor in this book. After everything that had happened in the previous book, Vor is in pain, like a lot of emotional pain. I hated seeing the way Vor was throughout most of this book. He was so angry and he wouldn't talk to anyone, he kept himself closed off, and it broke my heart seeing him like that. I'm so used to the fun-loving, carefree Roar who's always joking and laughing, and this was a completely different side of him, and I hated what had happened to make him like this, and I wanted my Roar back. But I have to say, his development throughout this book was perfect. Veronica Rossi did a fantastic job of showing how far Roar would go for revenge. Roar has such a big heart and he's willing to do anything he possibly can to get revenge for what happened in Through the Evernight. And seeing him like that just showed how deep his love for Liv was. I did get slightly pissed at the way he was treating Perry though, even though Perry did kind of deserve it. But I just wish these two had made up sooner. I never thought I would ever like Soren or Brooke, but both of them won me over in this one. Especially Soren, even though there were times when I really wanted to punch him. Soren went through a lot in this book and it caused him to change, and he changed for the better, which meant I could actually start to like him. The storyline this one revolved around Perry and Arya trying to get to the Still Blue to save Perry's tribe and also find a way to get Cinder back. As you can probably guess, it wasn't a straightforward ride. There were quite a few bumps along the way, Sable being the main one. That guy is one of my most hated characters after that book. He's such a vile character and I wanted him to die a very slow and painful death because that's what he deserves. He probably deserves worse, but that's what I wanted to see. There were so many heart-pounding scenes in this book that I was wondering if I would ever be able to make it to the end. I had no idea if all of my beloved characters were going to make it to the end, so I was really apprehensive as I got closer and closer to the end of the book. I did tear up quite a lot near the end of the book. The way the ending worked out was a perfect ending for this series. Veronica Rossi did such a fantastic job with this book and it's definitely by far my favourite of the series. Overall, I've adored reading this trilogy and now I'm really sad it's over. Into the Still Blue was a fantastic conclusion to this trilogy, and I know it's going to be one that I'm always going to remember because Perry, Arya and Roar are three of my favourite characters ever. If you haven't read any of the Under the Never Sky books yet, then what the hell are you waiting for, because this is one of the best series out there and I definitely recommend that you guys start it if you haven't. So Into the Still Blue definitely got a 5 out of 5 stars from me. So that was my review for Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you guys later. Bye everyone.